Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Goffstown High School with a Division I basketball matchup between the Winnacunnet Warriors and the Goffstown Grizzlies. My name is Scott Gross, and tonight I'm joined by Broden McCune. Hi, Broden. How are you?
Scott, I'm doing all right. I've got my hands full tonight. I'll tell you that one. I'm in the control room tonight, and I'll be running the broadcast. You know, Dave Steffen normally in this seat as the boys get ready to take the court here, but I'll be doing everything from commentating to getting replays. So I'll apologize in advance if this is not the smoothest broadcast.
So we've got a great matchup here. I think between two. I would put them top 5 teams in the state. The Winnacunnet Warriors, who come in at 6-2, and the Goffstown Grizzlies at 9-1. And the only losses for Winnacunnet were to Exeter, who arguably is the best team in the state right now. So we should have a good matchup. We do have for Goffstown, unfortunately, a scratch on the lineup. Aiden O'Connell, it's like he might have rolled his ankle in practice, so he's not going to be playing. That's going to be a little bit of a deficit for the Grizzlies, but Uzi will be playing in his stead.
Yeah, Scott, I'll actually tell you something. That injury to Aiden O'Connell came within the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter of the game versus West on Monday. So just a tough loss for this Goffstown team as a quick layup goes there for Winnacunnet.
That was a great job.
And quick pushing this ball up is Bagidi. Setting up the offense here. Looks like they're going to try and push out to the wings.
Passes over to Blondo, and I think he got fouled.
Yeah, he drew the foul there for sure. So that's a good way to draw it down low and maybe get a little bit of a headspace going for these Warriors here.
So just so folks know, we're in the studio in Goffstown. We're not in the gym, so it's a little hard for us to pick up on some of the fouls and. So we don't hear the whistle and we don't hear some of the banter that's going on in terms of both squads. So,
yeah, I mean it's something that when you do go into the gym, it's a real great environment in there. But fortunately, to keep all of our staff and volunteers safe, we're staying out.
As Jack Kelly,
great defensive play there from the Grizzlies. Quick up to Strand and. Looks like they're just going to set up the offense.
Yeah, that's exactly. And let's see if they dish it out to Bagidi on the wing.
Ooh,
no.
What a nice spin move there from Mason Blondo, who's got all 4 of Goffstown's points.
Yeah, so we got a Uzi in place of O'Connell.
And you bring Uzi into the equation, and you just get a defensive force, Scott. He is, if I've ever seen it, clamps for a guard. Good block there.
I think good rebound by Blondo. Here comes Bagidi trying to go all the way. Dishes out to the wing.
Strand looking around. Bagidi. Ooh, nice little head fake from Bagidi. Out to the wing. Shot. No good from Blondo.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot. You're wide open. You got to take that no matter your range. Deep 3 here from Winnacunnet. No good.
I don't know if you want to take. I mean, that thing was like NBA 3 practically.
Yeah. You know what? Relative closeness to openness is a part of the equation too. You can be wide open, but you may be a couple feet off the line. So
I'm gonna say Goffstown needs to set its offense again. There, not a whole lot of movement right now. Bagidi drives the lane.
Oh my
beautiful
goodness, Scott! What a play from Bagidi. Look at this one. Oh my goodness, he just splits that defender right down there.
And look how he spins it off glass too for it to go in. So it's a. Oh, we missed a play there.
Yeah, stolen ball here on the other end. No good for the layup.
And that'll be a jump ball. Let's see whose possession it is.
It'll stay Goffstown possession, Scott.
So we apologize for that. We're trying to do replays, etc. We missed one.
First time doing this for real. I've caught up on the end of a couple of football broadcasts, but basketball, especially this setup, is my first time. Bagidi, another head fake down low to Kelly. Kelly. Pump faking a couple times. Layup good from Kelly. What a play.
Yeah, and that's really Jack Kelly's strength. We're going to get a timeout here by Winnacunnet. You're going to see here he gets such good elevation.
Yeah, and Scott, we normally talk about Jack Kelly's tough luck, and looks like the luck wasn't too tough there for Kelly as that one drops, and Goffstown's got a 6-point lead early in this one.
Yeah, so this is like a great matchup by both teams, and I do want to welcome our fans both here in Goffstown as also on the seacoast from Winnacunnet in this very, very strange COVID-19 basketball season. We're fortunate enough to broadcast live on Facebook, YouTube, as well as our local station here in Goffstown. I want to welcome everyone from the Seacoast as well as our local community, which should be a very good game. So Goffstown starts off with an 8-2, a little bit of a run here, but I suspect that this is going to be a very tight ball game, given these two teams.
Yeah, talent on both sides of the ball for sure here. And ooh, nice little hesitation there from Winnacunnet. And they'll get
Great
down
pass
low, great
inside.
feed, and an even better play there
Who
from
was that?
Winnacunnet. I believe that was
It's hard to see their jerseys because the numbers are so small.
Mid-range floater, no good for Blondo. Blondo tries to get his own rebound, he can't. Pushing this one up is Winnacunnet.
All the way.
No good.
And they didn't call a foul on that one. That could have been called. And Begidi dribbles it off his foot. And he turns it over.
So it's number 5 there.
Right, who scored that bucket.
Yeah.
And Begidi gets it back. There was a reach in there.
Yeah, they're gonna slow this one down. They're gonna get the pace going a little bit better.
Gotta move the camera there. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm working on 6 different screens here, Scott.
Yeah, no problem. This is a bad pass by Uzi. He's trying to dish it down low. So number 5, that was Elin Houston.
Ooh, that one probably could have been a foul too, Scott, but no call.
I can't get these numbers, guys, and I'm really super sorry. I'll try to, it's really hard to see.
Hopefully the fans at home recognize some familiar faces.
Who's doing it. I'll try to do a better job as we go. Blondo, he's passing out to Uzi.
Uzi, good first step off that
but
one.
That's danger right there.
He gets caught up.
And that's a kickball.
We'll take back.
So now number 15 comes in, and number 3, that's Joshua, and that's Shockey, and number 3 is William Burns. They're into the game, and again, now it's an 8-6 lead for Goffstown. Under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Oh, that was a quick setup for Goffstown. Didn't take the advantage just yet, but we'll see what they do here.
Gotta be careful.
Oh, what a move from Begidi out to Strand. Strand, quick three.
Way
that's short. Blondo trying to get out. And
he's good.
That's a good play there from Blondo.
Yeah, he just uses his body, and that's his 6th point of the game, so he leads all scorers.
Yeah, Scott, he's got over half of the points scored here by the Goffstown Grizzlies. And we talk about the loss of Aiden O'Connell, which hopefully won't be too long, but Mason Blondo really showed some promise early in the season as a volume scorer.
Long 3.
No good.
And rebound. That's a really great rebound.
Quick down the court.
Can't make it.
High off the glass. No good.
And that was what, Blondo?
Yeah, that was Blondo on the other side.
But you see that Goffstown's looking to run on the transition.
And I think that comes with the introduction, the reintroduction at least, of
beautiful pass, give and go.
Great play there from
that
Winnacunnet.
Was Houston puts that bucket in. That was a magnificent play. And that's really what I think I want to see more teams in the state do. That's, just keep cutting and passing. It's the 3-pointers are just, I like it. This is too much of it.
No way. Oh,
he couldn't finish it.
Tough luck there for Begidi.
So it's a 10-8 game. Goffstown leads, but Winnacunnet, as you can see, excellent team here tonight. Houston with the ball on the perimeter.
We mentioned Winnacunnet's height pre-broadcast, Scott, and well, that's a great thing. I don't think a lot of these players possess the same skills.
So they're playing that 5-out offense, and with that, we've talked about the coaches with that. You got to cut to the hoop, and they did that in the last possession. But
it looks like they're doing a little bit, but it's more of an in and
there
out.
You go.
They'll flash the paint, but put somebody deep
Number
outside,
3,
like Burns.
And that's a great rebound, and he dishes off.
They're going to get the charge there from Kelly. That one's going to be put on the wall, Scott. Watch this. Right here, sets
30,
his feet. Yeah,
that was
that's
Joseph Allen, I think.
Good charge.
I can't tell the numbers. It's so hard to see from here. I apologize. Again, all we can see is the camera feed.
Yeah, I believe that was Joseph Allen, the
Joseph Allen, right?
Yeah, the junior forward.
So far, these teams are pretty evenly matched from what I can see. They're both very fast to the ball on defense, and just good athletes, I think, overall, from what I can see.
Let's talk about this haircut here. Mr. Cowett, Ryan Cowett, the coach, has a great little haircut.
He's got the fade.
He's got the fade.
He's got the fade.
That's the fade.
Noticing today, man, I'm losing it up top like big time.
Ooh.
Yeah, hey, listen.
Getting old, Scott.
I'm old.
Getting old.
What are you gonna do?
Not get old, I guess.
Well, you're a young guy. You got a good set of hair. I mean,
I've got a lot
all right.
of
So Begidi will bring the ball up. Under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. He'll be guarded. That was by Houston. Jack Kelly with the ball spins.
Nice little spin move.
Floats
and floater, no
just couldn't
good.
finish it.
So I guess we jinxed him. His tough luck down low is coming back to haunt him.
Yeah, that's really Jack's. I mean, he's just got to be able to finish it. And a
great block there from Jack Kelly.
And here comes
What a
Begidi.
play.
See what he can do with it. He needs to drive.
And he does.
And he has hard luck on finishing it. And unfortunately, that's an unfortunate turnover for the Warriors.
We only caught the back end of that block there from Kelly, but on the replay, so I guess we get our own little tough luck here.
Yeah, so without O'Connell, you're going to have to get scoring from from different players on this Goffstown team. Let's see who steps up tonight. So far, it's really been Mason Blondo with all the offense.
Sindoni out on the floor for Goffstown.
So now they're running their little 5-out deal.
It does not look to be 5 out.
They're flashing a guy to the low post. It is, and that's an offensive foul.
Looks like Robbie Begidi's not happy with that call, and I'm wondering what it is.
I don't know, but see,
they just signaled possession on that one.
You can't afford. Okay, really? So they didn't show. Maybe he stepped out of bounds. You don't want to get him in foul trouble. He's really your primary ball handler. Nice down low pass into the post. Got to the hoop, beautiful, but he can't finish.
He hits front of the rim there,
and that'll be Winnacunnet ball.
We keep going back to tough luck, Scott,
both teams have just the ball hasn't fallen through the basket for them, unfortunately. But you know what's going to happen? There's going to be spurts where these teams are going to go on fire.
Yeah, but that's also a part on defensive effort here. There have not been a whole lot of wide open shots.
A lot of contested plays, which is what you want. Two talented teams here this evening. And see how quick both teams are. Goffstown right now, very quick to the ball.
Yep.
And they're extending their defense as well. They're not giving up threes.
Yep.
Good defense there by Sindoni.
This zone is a killer to some teams.
And Spaghetti with the steal.
That's exactly why Begidi.
And he tries to dish it off.
Oh, give it back to Begidi there.
Beautiful.
Oh, flash that. Yes, sir. That's a great play there.
That's Kelly with the easy bucket. But that was really great ball movement by the Grizzlies.
Watch this. The pass here to another pass, and then a great play there from Jack Kelly.
So who dished it on that one? That was
Strand.
Strand. So great assist by Strand to Kelly. All started that off with a steal by Robbie Begidi. Look at you, getting that camera in there tight.
Yeah.
So it looks like Peyton Pollard, he's out this evening. He's not dressed, but his Peyton Strickland is in at number 32.
His Peyton in crime. It sounds like, you know what, the past couple of days, Scott, the janitorial
they're
staff,
making announcements over the loudspeaker. What are you going to do? I don't know.
Scott, do we not pay for
walkie-talkies?
For walkie-talkies for him?
I don't. I assume we do. I know we do.
I mean,
so I want to just get back to Goffstown's defense, and so Sindoni, Anthony Sindoni has gotten some good playing time this season in a more of a off-the-bench type of role, and he has done very well defensively. You saw that on the last two possessions where he's quick to jump out on his guy. He's number 24.
Yeah.
And that's what you need in basketball. Not everybody's going to be a starter, but how well do the 6, 7, 8, 9 guys off the bench play? And Goffstown's very fortunate to have a relatively deep bench. So Winnacunnet with the ball now. And it looks like they're trying to post up one of their taller players. Long three, no good. And that is a loose ball.
And Sindoni's going to pick it up. Ooh, did you catch that little fake there, Scott? That was a great play there.
Who's got those yellow
Sindoni.
Chiquita banana?
I believe that's Burns.
That's Burns, okay.
Begidi gets by his man. Tough layup,
Can't
no
finish
good.
it. Yeah, so
and Blondo
he's
can't
got to
come down
not
with it.
be dejected if he misses a shot. Got to get back on D.
Yep.
And tenacious defense.
What
block.
a play from Anthony Sindoni. And it's not enough,
great
though.
bucket there by Winnacunnet. They were steadfast in terms of those offensive rebounds. And again, this is a great back and forth game by these two teams. High pick. And Kelly wants the ball in the low post.
Kelly thinks he can get something
Yeah,
down there.
Blondo. He gets trapped.
And out to Uzi. Uzi quickly met by a defender.
That's a reach in.
Yep.
Yeah, and those are, you're trying to play tough D, and sometimes you get a little overzealous, and you get
you
that.
can watch it here. Yeah.
Yep. But I tell you, you got to give credit to both Winnacunnet and Goffstown. Both their teams are playing really tight D.
Yep. And I think that's going to be the deciding factor in this one, Scott. Two teams who are really good.
Ooh, what a block!
Oh, that's a great play.
Great block.
And I mean, speaking of defense.
And that's on the court though. I don't think that.
No, I think they'll call that in the process of shooting.
So? Okay.
Yep. He was driving for the layup, and he was in the motion of shooting.
Everybody's going to the foul line. So that's number 26.
That's 24.
24.
Scott, you've got the 65-inch TV in there. Scott, I'm not sure how you're missing these names.
Because I can't see, 'cause I'm old.
Take that huge throne you've got.
Yeah.
And scooch it closer.
Maybe I'll just go a little closer there. You're right.
Don't wear up the green paint.
Yeah.
Though. That stuff's expensive. More than you think.
And
One of two.
makes one of two. 1 point lead for the Grizzlies. Under 7 minutes to play until the first half, but a back and forth tight game by two very competitive teams here in Division One.
Agidi looking out to Uzi. And Uzi
charge. He lowered his shoulder on that.
Yeah, Uzi looking a little like a linebacker or a running back there. The two positions he plays. You can't do that on the court, on the hardwood.
That's funny. Both these teams are on the hardwood, but on the gridiron, both Winnacunnet and Goffstown have had very, very capable football teams.
Yeah, didn't they meet in the playoffs?
Yeah, I was saying, but Winnacunnet won the championship a couple of years ago. Goffstown about 4 years ago, maybe 5. And Uzi
ends up with
he ends up in his lap because it was an errant pass. He's got to be careful.
You got to get some points on the board here if you're Goffstown.
Pagidi on the wing. There's nobody. You got to get the ball to Pagidi.
Yep. Nate Bonacorsi gets it to him. Quick down low to Uzi. No. Uzi.
Yeah, but see, that's...
Ooh, loose ball. And who's going to end up with it? It's going to be a jump ball.
And you see how quickly...
It'll be Winnacunnet.
Yeah, but you got to love the hustle by Winnacunnet. Just diving on the court. It's going to be Goffstown's possession.
Oh, it will be Goffstown's possession. Bonacorsi inbounding here for Goffstown. A little bit of a height difference there between the guy who's on him and himself. Mason Blondo, contested layup. What a play from Blondo.
And that's where I think, even as a sophomore, Blondo is one of the toughest low post players in Division One. As a sophomore, he just
and he's not even like a 4 or a 5 type guy, position wise,
long
and
three.
He can still do it.
No good, in and out.
Uzi, great rebound.
Yeah,
from
nice box
Mpoyo.
out. That was the key there. But what Blondo does is he uses his body better than anyone in terms of he blocks out the defender.
Yeah.
And he leverages his body really well. It's going to be careful on Strand.
Strand still holds on to it. Pagidi, let's watch.
Yeah, look at this though.
Watch him work his magic here, Scott.
Well, they want to try to isolate him if you can on that defender because he gives up height, but he should be able to.
Strand for 3.
In and out.
I don't think a single team has made a 3-pointer here, Scott.
Well, and how many of them gone in and
been
in
close.
And out. Yeah.
Bonacorsi out to Mpoyo. Mpoyo hop step, tough layup, no good.
Can't get it to fall.
Good hustle there from Bonacorsi to force a little bit of a hopeful miscue on defense, but to no avail.
I have a feeling that both these teams are just going to go on a tear, or at least one of them will, because the ball is just not falling for either team.
Wide open 3-ball, no good. And you said it best there, Scott. Ball's not falling. Pagidi, fast break. This is what he does so well. Pagidi down the court, no good. I jinxed him, Scott. I jinxed him.
Well, the thing is that he's going up against guys that are like at least 6 to 8 inches taller on that, and the ball isn't falling. So And that's a foul on.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Let's see who that's on. Strand or Blondo?
I believe it's going to be on Corsi right there.
I think it's on 23.
Okay.
But we'll find out at halftime because I can't see.
Sorry.
The number 24 will go to the line. Morelli again, and he misses his first. And in comes Mr. Strickland for Uzi.
That's a substitution if I've ever seen one, Scott.
Yeah, you give up, you exchange about 8 inches of height, right? If not more.
Yeah.
Both those guys appear to be like spending a lot of time in the weight room, though. They're
both huge.
Yeah.
And teammates, you know,
yeah.
For the football team.
How do you not box out on that one?
Strickland contested.
Nice steal by Baghetti.
Steal by Baghetti.
Goffstown's got to do a little better job boxing out on the free throw line, crying out loud. That should not happen.
I think that was the man we were just mentioning, Peyton Strickland, who didn't do that there.
Tough play. Look at number 2, wide open.
Good play there from Blondo. He threw it off somebody's shin.
But Corsi was like, there was nobody there. And he now comes out for Jack Kelly. But Corsi was underneath the basket and trying to think who it was, but they were double teamed and didn't see him.
Yeah. Sometimes you just don't have the good of a view. Floater, Mason Blondo.
Jeez.
Somebody stop him.
Well, that's just another, that's just a tough shot. I mean.
Yeah. Drive in. Oh.
And that's going to be a reach in on Strickland.
That's a tough one. Let's take a look back at.
He took a shot to the face on that too.
Take a look back at Blondo's play here.
Yeah.
Just stop. That's not a floater, Scott. That's what they call a runner.
That's a runner.
A runner.
And they're going to give a little bit of a breather. I don't know
Strickland,
if
is his nose bleeding? Is his nose bleeding?
He might have to come out, and Sindoni will attend to
give
that.
Him the little sticks.
So not only do you get the foul, but then you also have a little bit of
battle scar.
Battle scar to show for it, right?
Yeah.
So Baghetti has played this entire first half, if I'm not mistaken. He has not come out. And
no, he was out. Sindoni came in for him for a little bit, I believe. First one falls. I think that's the only person that's been on the line.
No. It's 25 at the line now, or 24? 25. That's Shockey, and he's made 2 there. Before it was Morelli on the line. 24.
My bad.
So very low-scoring game in the first half, and that's a reach-in.
I'd say it's on 5.
And that would be on Houston.
We have a problem.
I'm sure he gets that all the time, right?
Almost definitely.
Right.
Baghetti.
Good dish out. He's wide open in the corner, too. You got to find him.
Yeah. You got to give him a chance to score tonight. I think especially with the performance that O'Connell's been having, Sindoni cutting the baseline.
Yeah, but Sindoni had a shot there. You know, like a 14-footer from the baseline.
Baghetti loses his handle. And I mean, Sindoni was there in the corner again.
Yeah, just great defense.
Oh my goodness, does he? Oh,
yeah,
if he pulled that one off, Scott.
Yeah, well, if you look at where he landed in terms of where he ended up, he had to put spin on the ball.
That's a great feed.
There you go. Finally, for Winnacunnet, they tie it up with a 3. And the ball has just not been going down for that team. What are they doing now? They're calling a double dribble? Can you show a replay if you have one on that?
I didn't get that, Scott.
Okay.
I thought somebody was calling a timeout.
I thought so too, but it was.
That's a.
Robbie was not happy with that call.
No, that's an odd call to say the least, Scott.
The refs are definitely letting both teams play, but they're calling a very equitable, very fair game, both sides. Sindoni gets beat, and just a great offensive rebound.
And
that was
gonna be
Blondo
who comes down with it.
Take it all the way.
Strand.
That's a foul.
That's a foul.
That is a foul. I mean, that's body. You know,
That's that. I mean, like teaching that shot.
I'm not saying that's not happening on the other side of the ball. That's a foul too. That's a foul on
Okay.
Kelly.
If you're not going to call one
I
on
guess
the
they're
other
not,
side,
right, yeah.
you don't call one on the other.
So for those of you, whether you're in Goffstown or you're a Winnacunnet fan, you just saw an example of the referees letting them play.
Yeah.
So clearly on both sides right there, there was body on the offensive player going to the hoop, and they're just letting him go.
Scott, we'll take a look back at this last highlight here from
Yeah.
Winnacunnet. Beautiful feed out to the corner there. Sinks it. Nice little play there.
But
from
that
the Warriors.
has been like the only
Three-pointer.
three-pointer
Yeah.
of the entire game.
Yeah.
And that's partially for a couple of reasons. I think both of these teams are just playing outstanding D.
Oh, definitely.
And the other thing is that, with that, these shots are not falling for either of them.
Robbie is drinking straight out the gallon jug, Scott.
Yeah.
He's looking to get, as I'd like to say, hydrated, right?
Yeah, stay hydrated, right? So Goffstown will take possession underneath their hoop. Neither team has pressed, at all on any type of made basket.
Goffstown looked like they were going to, but then never did.
High screen by Kelly.
Edie out to the corner. You gotta let Rob drive one time, right?
Nope.
Floater.
Yeah.
No good from Blondo. He's made almost every single one of those
I
except for that
understand,
one
yeah.
tonight.
So let's see. Will Winnacunnet? They haven't had a lead at all in this game, I don't think. They got opportunity right now with under a minute 40 to play in the first half. Very low scoring game, 16 all. There's see, they're trying to use that 5-out offense as well. And there's an open three, in and out.
Good
And,
rebound there
yeah.
from Blondo. Really saw Blondo's physical ability there, and he stretched out for that one.
I tell you, he's a sophomore. If he grows another 2-3 inches, this guy's going to be deadly. I mean, there's no doubt.
And I mean, looking at the Blondo family.
Beautiful look
Yeah, that's an easy one
to
there.
Blondo. What a great pass.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, looking at the Blondo family, there's not too much doubt in my mind that Mason won't grow another 2
Nice
inches.
drive, but a block.
No, that was just a quick
Can't see.
picked off pass, and oh my goodness, what a play from Mason Blondo. We'll take a look at this in a second.
Highlight reel
That's
by Blondo
an
with
incredible play by
under
Mason Blondo.
45 seconds to play. Goffstown is up by 4.
Mason Blondo looked like he was like being
putting on
pulled up by strings, like he was a puppet there. He was held up from the ceiling.
Just great body control by
Yeah.
Blondo.
Yeah, he was hanging up there for a while.
And you can see, look at him. He's playing great defense, and that's going to be.
They're gonna get the illegal screen.
Are they? They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on number 11, O'Hara.
So we'll watch Mason Blondo's play here, and some great camera work by none other than me. I apologize for that, but great end of the play.
You did a
there.
good job. You got the play.
I recovered. I recovered.
You
from
did.
It.
So it looks like Goffstown will go for just one shot here with under 15 seconds. They're going to ISO
And that's
Pagidi.
that's the smart thing to do, Scott. Is you can't let the other team get another
Long three.
opportunity. No
Can't
good.
make it
Strand comes down with it. He'll put up a shot, and he gets it.
with no time left.
At the
so,
buzzer.
Strand with a great offensive rebound, able to put it back up. Nice job
Yeah.
by Ryan. So with that, we'll go to the half with Goffstown leading 22-16. Great game. I'm going to go to the scores table to see who got fouls and get my points tallied. And I apologize for those on the Winnacunnet side, not knowing some of these names. I couldn't see some of the numbers. But with that, we'll come back for the second half. See you soon. low-scoring game for both teams, and partly because they're just playing tenacious defense on both sides of the ball. But leading scorer so far is Mason Blondo with 14 for Goffstown and 6 for Morelli for Winnacunnet. And they'll take the ball for second half action.
Yeah, I mean it's been a really good back and forth battle right now between these two teams, and I think that the name of the game here has been defense, defense, defense. Scott.
Yeah, and that's if you look and they're defending way out, and it's going to be a steal. I don't know what happened.
Sorry, Scott. I'm trying to set up.
And a missed layup by Strand.
I think that was Uzi with the missed layup, Scott. I'm still setting up here. I apologize as we're trying to work out the kinks here. And quick 2 there for Winnacunnet. So I think you're right, Scott. Winnacunnet has never held a lead in this game. It's been relatively quiet for them as a response quick there from Blondo.
Yeah, so let's see what Winnacunnet had. I know that their coach was a little vocal at the half.
Yeah, I think we could hear him up here from the studio,
Yeah.
Scott. Good defensive play there from Goffstown, but it'll be Goffstown possession there after the jump ball. Looks like they'll have to.
So neither team has anybody in foul trouble, just so you know. I mean,
Yeah.
O'Hara has a 2 for Winnacunnet, and the refs are kind of letting them play tonight. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, when you see defensive games like you see right now, it's kind of you kind of let the physicality happen. So out of bounds, little errant play there. It'll be Goffstown possession still.
Yeah, look, Blondo wants to post up.
I think that's probably where they're looking, Scott, especially after his good
High
performance.
screen by Blondo.
You had the screen and pass, but it wasn't taken by Bagidi, and set up a different play that will end up just kind of setting up another one. Look out, Bagidi. Bagidi driving. Oh, what a feed down low.
Can't make it drop.
It was a beautiful feed from Bagidi.
Yeah, unfortunately, Strand couldn't let that one go in.
Tough luck there.
Long 3.
No good, but rebound caught, and Bagidi put a hand on that one, so.
And that's going to be a reach-in on Blondo, I think. Let's see if the ref. 33. Yep. That's his first of the game. And that's going to be possession to Winnacunnet under the hoop. Good pass.
Yeah, that's a good pass.
Can't finish. Blondo has to be careful. Don't bring the ball down on a rebound. He almost gave that one up. You're tall. Just keep it up high.
Bagidi seeing if he can work his magic, and quick feed down low.
And that was a good look. But Kelly just didn't see him.
Kelly looked back at his teammate there, and he said, "I'll be there next time. Don't worry about it." We've got 6 points between these two teams at the moment, so.
Still a 6-point
too hard.
6-point lead for the Grizzlies, and a pretty tight game. With under 5.5 to play in the third. A bit of a height mismatch there.
You can hear little hints of Cowett calling out what he wants to see from this defensive unit.
Nice cut.
That's a good play again.
If he made that, if O'Hara made that after tying his shoe, that would have been like a great play. Because he tied his shoe during the action.
Mid-play. Blondo loses it, but ends up with it again. He'll take a floater.
It's weird because that was a jump shot type of play,
And oh my God!
I'm telling you, I call him Hard Luck Kelly.
Yeah.
Because the ball does not seem to go in the hoop for this poor guy.
Yeah, but luckily Goffstown will get possession after it just looked like the ball couldn't be handled from Winnacunnet.
And I'll tell you, unlike the first half where I think it was just defensive intensity, both teams have been playing a little sloppy in this third.
Bagidi, oh my goodness, he just tossed him, Scott.
Yeah, you can't. I'm sorry, Uzi. You cannot go in on that. You're 5'6", 5'7". I don't know how tall is Uzi.
I think he's listed at 5'8".
Okay.
They'll say charge on that one,
Ugh,
or offensive foul.
I don't
Not
know
a
about
charge, but offensive foul.
I don't know about that one, but that was who, 33?
I believe so.
Andre Alata. I don't know.
Andrea
Tola, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think both these teams kind of need to regroup because it's just sloppy play here in the third quarter. And let's see if Goffstown runs an offensive set. What do we got here?
Double dribble again. Scott, that's another
the second one.
That's another double dribble on Big Edie. That's
odd. You'll be lucky you see one of those like every 4 games, much less two in 2 quarters.
That's. I think you can tell my reaction to that one from my tone. I don't have to say too much to it.
Yeah. Let's see what they got to cut somebody through the hoop.
Ooh, that was a
through
great
the lane.
little move. I'd also like to make a note that number 11, who is James O'Hara, is wearing Step Brothers socks. And a block from Jack Kelly.
And they can't get a rebound.
They can't get a rebound. They can get a block. They just can't get a rebound. And it falls into Blondo's hands. And Blondo's going to push it up to Bigidi. Bigidi. Oh!
Both these teams can. Oh, he's hurt. Bigidi, I think, is down.
Oh, no. They'll play 4. And
Bigidi is down.
Bigidi's down. So we won't turn to that side of the court. We'll take a look at the last highlight here from.
But neither team
Kelly.
can get the ball. Look at that beautiful block.
Yeah, all ball.
All ball. And hopefully Bigidi's okay. He went down hard. And that's this could be a problem for the Grizzlies because candidly, your second best ball handler is Aiden O'Connell in my humble opinion. And in terms of guard play, this Goffstown team. They're not super deep, especially with O'Connell out. They've got a lot of guys who can play forward.
Yeah, Scott,
and shooting guard. But
you know what? You just got to play next man up at this point.
Yeah.
You've got some players who haven't really gotten the opportunity to play a whole lot. Sindoni, Malley, who could play guard. So
yeah.
I mean, it's just whoever Coach Cowett sends out on the court.
Well,
for
he's
this
back.
One.
So
Bigidi's back. Okay.
Bigidi's back on the court. And Goffstown ball, and there hasn't been points scored in quite a long time by either side.
No.
Both teams have missed layups.
Yep.
Or since say not so much layup, but putbacks.
Yep. Easy shots to say the least.
And there's a turnover by Bigidi.
They're gonna say kicked ball for that? Well, let's watch that one back. That's an interesting one.
What are they calling on that?
I don't know, really, Scott.
And how's that Goffstown's ball, if anything?
The ref made the motion that it's kicked ball on Winnacunnet.
Yeah. I don't get it. Whatever. Strand is boxed out. You cannot get in trouble like that.
Yep.
Strand.
Londo, another acrobatic layup.
Yeah, but they call a charge on that.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
And that's his second
Especially,
foul.
I mean, you talked about body control on that one that he did get. Body control is great and all, but once you get up in the air, you're it's a little tougher to control your movements. And when you see a player set their feet, take the charge, it's tough to slide away.
So much for
one.
my prediction that we would see a ton of scoring in the third. I think we've seen like what, 2 points or something. It's been,
2 points for either team.
It's been brutal.
2 points for either team.
Good crossover.
And Scott, you just jinxed it.
Who's that? 30.
One of the 30s, I believe.
Andre Tola, I think. I can't tell.
Uzi showing off his ball handling.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that, but
Jack Kelly. That was a great play from Kelly. That was a great play from Kelly.
It was, and that's
he got two men jumping there.
I know. Well, he's so tall, you know, and he's very, what's the word? He's
lengthy.
Yeah, he's lanky guy. He's got great wingspan. So you got
he's wide open.
You got Strickland in.
Oh, that's a good play too.
Yeah,
that's a good play too. Uzi's gonna take his time bringing this one up. Maybe letting a play develop here.
Oh, come on,
great.
Strand. He didn't even go after the ball. Call a timeout if you're.
Oh,
that's a foul on Winnacunnet.
Are they going to say that's on Winnacunnet?
Yeah, number 5.
Huh. Okay.
That's his second foul. It's Houston. So a 4-point lead for Goffstown. Like, I don't think you could play a sloppier third than what they're doing right now, both these teams. Just tons of turnovers. You don't have Begidi in the game. He's getting a bit of a breather, which is a smart play if you're coach.
Yeah, especially
Cowett.
especially after going down hard there on that one play. Kelly almost loses it, but he's got some stable control over it. Oh, and Poyo just gets it out. Down low to Sindoni. Sindoni, what a feed
Who
from
gave
Kelly.
him that?
That's
Kelly?
Kelly, yeah.
Kelly's playing a very good game tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
just outstanding on defense, and you know, whenever a player like him can pass down low like that, just fantastic. Nice feed.
Yeah, that's a good one too. It looks like these teams are content going back and forth with each other, and not really making too complex of runs, I guess.
I want to see Strand keep his head in the game. He's been involved in a couple of turnovers in this third. He's also quite the talent for this
Kelly,
team.
the step back. No
he
good.
just can't get it to fall. So it's a 4-point lead for Goffstown. Under 45 seconds to play in the third.
It was a good move from Kelly there. Burns, head fake.
Yeah, he looked.
Strickland tried to swat that one. No
That's
good,
a nice
though.
play by Burns.
Yeah. 4-point difference now.
Now it's a 2-point difference.
Oh, 2-point, yeah.
So let's see what Goffstown does. If they're smart, just play for one.
Yep.
Move the ball around.
Strand out to Strickland. Strickland will attempt 3. Sinks it.
Good job by Peyton Strickland.
Scott, that collarbone, I think he's got something in there that helped that shot out. And a great block from Sindoni. What a play. And he'll slow it down.
So with that 3, Goffstown extends its lead to 5 points.
Scott, let's watch the shooting form here from Peyton Strickland. Take a minute to appreciate it. Yeah, that's nice.
It must have been those new shoes that he's wearing.
Maybe.
I was joking with his dad. Where do you get those from? Like Zappos? He's like, oh no, these are like some fancy sneaker. I don't know. Maybe does it work on the 3? Wearing the right footwork?
I wasn't seeing who. I couldn't see his shoes. I'll tell you the name of them pretty quickly here. In fact, let's take a look. Those would be. Those
They're
are
very colorful.
Those are Kyrie. Those are Kyrie's. So Kyrie Irving. Those are his signature shoe.
Well,
yeah, they're an interesting colorway for a team that's white and maroon. Scott,
yeah,
I'll tell you that.
Well, what are you gonna do, right? It's to each his own.
I guess so. Yeah.
So
you want to talk about shoes. If you take a look at Robbie Begidi's feet, he's also got some Kyries on, but they are the Kyries. And they are just about every pattern you could put on a shoe.
I've got some Merrill hiking boots on, Broden. Very comfortable, Vibram sole. Okay, here we go in the fourth quarter. Goffstown leads 31-26. This is anybody's ball game here. Floater.
Wow.
In.
That's a good one.
It's a beautiful floater.
Yeah, that's a good play there from Winnacunnet. They're trying to close this one out. Trying to show up in the fourth quarter at least.
Donnie getting some playing time, as is Strickland.
Strickland.
And he gets pushed.
He got pushed from behind.
And let's see what they do there. Going to call that one. That's a good call. Number
33.
33?
33.
That would be...
34.
34.
Rather.
We don't have a 34, do I?
20. No, 33, I guess.
33 is Andriolata.
Maybe 35.
Andriotola, I'm sorry.
I don't.
Andriotola.
I'm not sure who they called that one on, Scott, if I'm being completely honest.
All right.
Strand, Horner, down low,
See,
Kelly.
you can't... Yeah,
Strand's got to come up with this one here. And Winnacunnet ends up with it. Warriors ball here.
Strand put that in a really tough spot for the Grizzlies. Beautiful move.
That's a great play. That's a good play from Winnacunnet.
So we're down to a one-point lead. See what Goffstown can do on the offensive side of the ball, but Winnacunnet has been successful, and he picks up his dribble. That's Begidi. You got to get... Oh,
Kelly. Driving the lane, he sinks that. That's a great play from Kelly, who's had a big
game
play,
tonight, yeah.
Big play.
But you got to get Blondo back into the offense too.
Yep.
So long three
ball. That's
and
good.
It's good. So this is what I said. So at one point, this game is now tied. At one point, these teams are going to start to score. The ball is going to drop, as it hasn't in the first 3 quarters. High screen by Strickland.
Strand driving.
Beautiful
Good
pass.
Feed. Great feed. What a play.
Nice
from
pass by
Goffstown.
Strand to Sindoni.
Those are plays that are going to win you a game, Scott.
Long 3. In and out.
Oh, that's tough luck. But Strickland comes down with that one.
Strickland can jump.
Yeah, I mean, and the fact that he's probably 6'4", upwards of, I'd say 200 pounds, maybe.
Oh, Bagidi tried to find him, but
Sindoni! What a play from Anthony Sindoni. My goodness.
He picked up a deflected pass. Another 3 opportunity, but doesn't take it. If you're Strickland, you got to get out there a little bit more, though. You can't give up that 3.
8 away, no good. Strickland pulls it away from his man. My goodness, that's a grown man out there.
Yeah, I will take a loose ball Peyton Strickland any day of the week. The kid is just strong as you can imagine. He's just really.
I'll also take a pick from Peyton Strickland every day of the week as he puts up a shot of his own and bounces around.
That was almost a bank shot.
Yep.
Goffstown 37-33, under 5.5 to play.
Ooh.
Good give and go. 3-pointer from 24. No
Jack Kelly
good.
gave him a
Long
little bit of
rebound, though. Nice play.
They called the charge, Scott. They called the charge.
I don't.
So let's watch the replay. Oh, I am stuck between. Hold on. There we go.
Don't bother.
Yep, we're good. We're set.
That was
you know what, Scott? This is my first time really doing it.
Yeah,
so
listen, we really appreciate you. This was a game that was scheduled not too long ago, so it really wasn't on our radar.
And we've got a show being recorded and a meeting going on that we have our other 2 employees.
Right, so, Broden, please don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, no. I just want to apologize because
the fact that you're a middle school student that is doing the control.
Come on now, Scott.
I'm only kidding. Broden, you have been so valuable here for Goffstown and our community.
I'm blushing.
And you've been doing it for a long time, since you were in middle school.
Yeah, I was an 8th grader.
Yes, exactly. I think when you did your first football game.
Yep.
So now you're a senior.
It's been a long
High
road.
screen by Jack Kelly. And again, I want that ball down low. I want to see what Blondeau can do with it.
Peyton, spin move. They're going to call a push. Not sure.
Tell you, you think that Coach Cowet's watching Netflix, man. He's very unanimated tonight, right? He's just
yeah.
He's very calm.
He's calm, cool, collected. He's not stressing too much about this one, is he?
He's just happy with that haircut of his.
I guess so. I mean, he got faded up real
So Strickland
nice.
comes out of the game. And we got
Who came in for him? Strand? Strand came in for him.
we got Sindoni, Strand on the court. Yeah, Blondeau.
Strand closes out on his guy.
You gotta be careful. Almost gave up a lane there.
Yeah, stopped an open shot though.
And that's a
charge. Another one.
Okay, so Jack Kelly drew a charge there. Just an unbelievable play by Jack Kelly moving his feet.
That is seniority if I've ever seen it. Jack Kelly just showing. Here's what 4 years of varsity level basketball will do for you.
A little bit of a light press for Winnacunnet.
Get across there. Oh, down low. That's a risky pass.
That's a totally risky pass. That's a foul.
Remember angles here, Scott. Probably look different from a different angle, so not sure here.
He's trapped.
Sindoni.
And he stepped on the line, so he tried to do a little too much there, and unfortunately stepped out on the baseline. So low-scoring affair here in Goffstown. Winnacunnet brings the ball up, trailing by 4 with around 4 minutes to play.
Strand almost got in on that one.
Nice pass.
Goes up with it. Layup no good. Second attempt. That one's good.
Yeah, and I tell you one thing. I got to give Winnacunnet credit. They've been very good on the offensive boards tonight, and that's a charge.
That's going to be a charge.
Ryan Cowet not happy with that one. And his argument is that his player is entitled to land. And, and he is.
Yeah, and
he is entitled. Right.
He was in the motion of catching the ball.
Right.
He wasn't moving with the ball.
He has to have space to to land with the ball. And I have to agree with Coach Cowet, on that one, who clearly was within 3 feet of that play. So that call didn't go Goffstown's way. And now Winnacunnet can either tie it or take the lead in this possession.
Ooh,
Good
that's a great pass.
Here's your 3, and that's the
Sinks.
lead, folks.
First
Winnacunnet.
time this game that
So now they're again, light press.
Making you think what you're doing with it.
Got to get over 10 seconds. And that'll be Goffstown's ball. You know, if Blondo can get that one and get it over to Strand, that's an easy layup. So now under 3.5 to play. Goffstown trails for the first time this game by 1 point.
Down low. Look at Blondo outside, Strand.
Somebody's open
Quick
because, you know, they're double teaming.
Yeah.
And that's a great play.
They're going to call jump.
And that'll be
Winnacunnet. No. I think that'll be Goffstown ball. It'll be Goffstown ball.
Okay, the possession is now to Winnacunnet on the next tie-up.
Yep. Remember that late game coming down the stretch here, that could be big.
I don't know. I don't like that pass. It's like in traffic.
Strand is freed up though. Hop step, Uzi.
That was Uzi's best offensive move of the game right there. Right time.
Yep. That gives Goffstown a 1 point lead. And I think this one's gonna start going back and forth.
Yeah. Because Uzi was driving in between the forests down there and hasn't been successful. And that's gonna be a blocking foul. That's a good call.
So we'll take a look at Uzi's play here. Watch this. Good feed there from Strand and Uzi. Hop step. Ooh. Are we thinking charge there, Scott? Are we thinking charge?
Tough. I tell you.
Slow down 50%. You know, you gotta take that into effect there.
Yeah. Strand has had some really
nice
alley-oop.
Alley-oop.
See, another offensive rebound block.
Blocked there by Strand.
And that'll be Winnacunnet ball now.
Watch the block here from Strand. Ooh, bam. All
tell
ball. You know what? These boys are getting up and blocking it.
Yeah, I tell you, you know, win or lose, I think both these teams, the effort by their players has been tremendous. You know, and I look at Strand. He has, again, had a couple of blocks. He's had like 3 awesome assists tonight.
Yeah. And you know what? That comes back to my thing. We've got a lot of big guys on this team who've got great guard skills, who can play multiple positions.
Yeah,
and
Baghetti pushing
Strand
it hard.
Is just another one of those. Jack Kelly down low. Great play from Jay Kelly. My goodness.
He's my player of the game so far for the Grizzlies. I know Blondo has put up a ton of points,
but he's been kind of nameless here in the second half. He loses the ball, and Strand comes up with it. Strand, dark horse candidate for my player of the game.
Get the ball out of your hand to your guard.
Maybe to Jack Kelly. Jack Kelly passes it off to the corner. That's Baghetti. Baghetti.
In traffic.
No way.
And the ball just won't.
Baghetti gets the rebound, puts it off the glass. No good. Fighting for this one.
I think Robbie's got to also understand that he has given up like 6 to 8 inches of height down there. And as talented as he is, it's not dropping for him because of that. So he's just got to, you know, play within. If anything, take more shots.
Look at that from Jack Kelly. That hesitation, that pump fake. You see Ryan Cowett likes it there.
Yeah. And here's another nice defensive effort.
That was from the start of the game.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like, so Robbie's has gotten the ball in the paint on at least 8 to 10 times tonight, and he's up against guys who are like 6'3", 6'4", you know? And although he has tremendous leaping ability, I think in that situation he's got to dish it out because he's not getting good shots.
Yeah, Scott, we'll take a look at the fan section here tonight.
Yeah, all big fan section.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's kind of, you know, when you look at the success that this team has had, the Grizzlies, and this has been a drought for this Goffstown Grizzlies basketball team. I mean, it has been a super long time that Goffstown has been as competitive as they are this year.
Scott, I want to put my hat in the court and say 1974 was the last boys basketball championship. No.
In the 80s.
80s?
80s and 90s, yeah, they won because they were, you know, whatever. They were in Division II or Class I at the time, but they have. So it's a 3-point lead. Anybody's game here with under 2 minutes to play. And it's number 11, O'Hara with the ball. Nope, now it's over to Houston. Blocked
there from Strand.
Again, you want to Strand needs to just give it to a guard.
And Kelly loses it.
And here's now going to be an easy bucket.
Hopefully. No,
Oh, a
Strand
steal.
takes it away. Strand slows it down there.
Yeah, good play by Strand. Again, a lot of contributions tonight by different players.
Jack Kelly's spin move back to Baghetti. No
There's
look
no
there.
rush here in a way.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know,
I mean, keep this lead as long as you want.
you can actually just keep going. Just keep dribbling it around.
Yeah.
Just don't draw a 5-second call, but
Oh, Strand. He's got a good look at it. No,
no,
Uzi.
Uzi, no, Uzi. Yeah,
Timeout.
good
That's
play.
Cowett.
Yeah,
Well, we'll take a look at this last one here. Strand poking it away.
and that was
good
a
hustle play.
Yeah, that was
Good
a
hustle.
2-on-1 almost. And so when I look at this game, I mean, it hasn't been the best played game. You know, I think we can fairly accurately say that. But I think it's because both teams have just played well on the defensive side of the ball, creating havoc.
Yeah, and you know, like looking at any basketball game, you're like, oh, I want to see threes raining down. I want to see crazy layups. But this one is fun to watch just because neither team is giving up an inch.
Yeah, and
Neither team is
and
letting you go.
The other thing that I like about this game on the Grizzlies side, and it's the home team that we're
Yeah.
broadcasting
Yeah.
for, is they all have played pretty tough games. I mean, like, I look at Uzi's contributed with O'Connell going down, not so much on the offensive side, but playing awesome defense. But look at Strand, right? He's had a couple of buckets, but he's had some key blocks, some key steals, and great assists. Peyton Strickland got a 3. They've all been involved. So, yes, Blondo has 16 points tonight, so he leads all scorers, but
He hasn't had a point since the start of the third, Scott.
correct. Yeah. And maybe that's what Cowett wants to talk about is like, how do we get the
Our
ball
scorers to score.
Right. And I think right now it's, let's see what Coach does with 63 seconds left in the game. Does he just want to, play takeaway and put him on the free throw line? Because that's a
Maybe.
strategy too.
Oh, wow! What a hustle play there from Winnacunnet, but does not pay out in their favor.
That's a foul on Big D, on number 5. That's Houston. That's his 3rd. But they have a lot of fouls to give, I think. I don't know if you can go to the score. At some point, if we get a little break, so I can see how many fouls each team has. But you got to get the ball in here. That's it. That's smart play.
Yeah, look at where they're putting their big guys up top there, kind of safety valves. If the ball gets loose and something's
The
pushed
problem
back,
is that one of their best players is Houston, and that's his 4th. I'm pretty sure. So they'll go to the bonus here, 1-and-1, and that'll put Strand on the line. If he can sink this, it's a 2-possession game.
we'll see. No good.
And he misses. Free throws count, and you got to be able to make them, especially in these tough spots. So Winnacunnet, let's see what they try to do. Put up a 2, and that goes. So it's a 1-point game. Now they're pressing.
This is a big one, Scott.
Yep. Got to get it over, guys. You got 10 seconds.
Oh, that was right in the hands.
Well, that was all on Baghetti. He kind of gave that one away, and that doesn't fall.
Good. Baghetti, can he beat his man? That's got to be travel.
That's a travel.
That's a travel.
You can't call a timeout.
Are you kidding me?
There is no way you can call a timeout in that situation.
Are you kidding me?
I can't believe that. And that's what it is. He calls a timeout.
And I'm gonna apologize here, folks. I didn't get the replay, so we can't see that just yet. But that's a tough call.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a very, very tough call.
I don't know how you can. I don't know how the coach could even have called a timeout in that situation.
Looking at it in real time, it looked like he never really possessed the ball until he brought it into his chest and slid about 3 feet from the point to about the foul line. So that's a tough one, and it looks like Winnacunnet's going to stick with it here.
Yeah, so Winnacunnet will have the ball with a chance to win the game. And I'm curious to see if Winnacunnet is going to just try to hold out for the last shot type of thing. And that is a strategy that you typically do when you're away, if you're down by 1.
But how much faith do you have in this
Well,
team?
it's high school. It's also high school basketball, but
they haven't been able to consistently make a shot just yet, Scott.
And so Goffstown with 20.
Single high press.
Let's see what we got here.
Baghetti rolling with his man. They've got 18 on the clock.
Yeah. You can play tight. You can give up fouls.
Yep. No good block there from Strand.
And that's a foul. You got to give him a spot to land.
Yep.
So that he'll go to the line. That's Blondo,
oh
right?
My. Yeah, that was Blondo. I said Strand.
Ooh. Yeah, but we're lucky, Blondo, that nobody got hurt on that because so Blondo will go to the line, and it's a 1-on-1 situation. So
Let's just sit back and let this one happen, Scott. How about that?
And we'll call a timeout if you're someone's. I think it's Goffstown called a timeout. So, folks, we got a great game here.
Oh, no, that was on Winnacunnet.
All right, so Winnacunnet.
Looks like they're trying to ice the kicker, right, Scott?
Yeah, right. Guess so. So, Coach Cowette's probably going to be talking about, okay, if we make and you miss, you have your different strategy. So, more than likely, he's only going to have – he might not have anybody on the line here. On the free throw line, because
just get back and play.
Right, just get back and right.
And I think enough of these players knew that. I mean, coming up pre-timeout, it looked like nobody was going on the line there. They were all kind of sitting back.
So
here's
another thing too is that if you're Goffstown, you can foul because you have. I think you've got 2 fouls to give.
We'll check here.
So
we'll see if I can sneak it. They've got 4.
Yeah. So you've got 2 fouls that you can give, and so if you do get a miss, you can let them dribble and foul and force them to pass the ball and those types of things. It's a pretty good move.
First one, good.
All right, so Blondo.
Ice in the veins. He's cold right now. He's putting Goffstown in a spot.
Well, if he makes this one, they can just defend the 3.
Yep.
And it's in and out.
Oh, my goodness, the putback on the foul on the putback,
and
Scott.
this is now a 2-point. This is a 2 free throws. And that is.
And no foul. I think Jack Kelly would have made that.
Yeah.
I'm being completely honest. Jack Kelly would have made that.
So Kelly gets fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Incredible effort by Jack Kelly.
If Jack Kelly makes both. Now, keep in mind, Kelly kind of struggles from the free throw line. And I think he missed one of let me see here. No, he hasn't gone to the free throw line. It was Strand that missed one earlier. So, but if he just makes one of these 2, it'll be a 3-point game. Makes both, that's a 2-possession game. He misses that one. Again, you got to make this one if you're Kelly. You got to force it so that a 3 can only tie it.
Through the mask, he'll take a breath here, Scott, and Hush falls over the crowd, and it takes a high bounce and no good from Kelly. Timeout.
So 7 points. So free throw shooting has been the nemesis for this Grizzlies team all season long, and unfortunately, they have missed 3 free throws out of 4 in this last quarter. So that's been an issue.
Scott, we'll check into this one. Anthony Sindoni, mind you, he's had 2 blocks today.
Well, the other thing too is that if you're Coach Cowett, they have to inbound the ball. And you can foul here. So the other thing, too, is, I do think that you want to defend, but you also don't want a 3-point play. So you got to be careful of fouling on a shot.
Yeah, I mean, like, you'd rather take 2 points over 3 points in this situation. I like putting somebody high here, playing a high press. Maybe putting a little bit of pressure on the.
Well, there's no pressure on the inbound, so they're not doing that.
Well, they are.
No, there's nobody on the ball. There's nobody on the ball.
Oh yeah. But
so Robbie can foul right there, and he does. Okay, that's a smart move, and you can do another one, and that's what Coach Cowett.
Not enough time came off the clock there because they took the longest possible route. Robbie stand with his man. He's locking him up. Oh, this is an attempt, though. And it goes. It falls. Timeout, though, Cowett calls.
Yeah.
And
So it's a tie game, folks, 42-42. And Goffstown just gave up too easy of a bucket there. I know we don't have replay, on that one, but he just drove the lane.
Yeah.
That was just disappointing. All game long, I think Goffstown has defended super well. And so either 2 things happened there. Either they didn't get that quick foul that they thought they would be able to do to get into a better defensive position, or something just simply collapsed. So there's only, what, about 2.5 seconds left. They're going to have, this is more than likely this game's going to OT, because the odds of getting a shot off are going to be tough.
Yeah, especially with how well Winnacunnet has been playing.
So for me, this one, I got to put this one in Blondeau or Kelly's hands, because these are the guys who can leap, okay? And I would like to put it in Blondeau's hands if I can, because I think he has the softer touch for a shot. So
you know what? I think Peyton Strickland's checking into this one. I've watched Peyton Strickland throw a football that is about 60 yards, but they're going to put him on the glass.
But why? But
try and get a second attempt.
Okay.
So they'll huck it up.
Or are they just going to go and
full court throw this inbound?
Yeah. So get a deep shot.
No good.
All right.
OT
good.
time.
So we're going into overtime, and you know, you kind of figured that both these teams were pretty evenly matched from the get-go. So we're going to see overtime action. The only player in foul trouble is Houston number 5.
He's one of their better players.
He is. But really, you know, the story is free throw shooting, because at the tail end of that game, there was every opportunity. We missed the front end of a 1-and-1 by Strand, and then unfortunately, Jack Kelly was not able to sink either of his 2 free throws to make it a 3-point lead, and that gave Winnacunnet the opportunity to go in for a relatively uncontested layup to extend this game. So, but you know what? This is what teams are made of in terms of how they come back, you know, from adversity, how you learn from it. I think this is good for Goffstown. They're playing Memorial tomorrow, but Winnacunnet is one of the tougher teams in Division I. And to get this type of experience going right before next week's playoffs begin.
Exactly.
Smart.
Exactly.
It's
this is an opportunity to show Goffstown, listen,
yeah,
you've had a relatively easy schedule. This is what we're going to be going up against.
And like we said earlier, contributions all around for the Grizzlies. And same thing, you know, if I had to give one reason why Winnacunnet is in this game is just their offensive rebounding.
Yeah.
For one, and then their defense has just been really, really great. Especially in that last quarter, they were able to get their hands in on things. Now, where is Bagidi?
They'll let Uzi take this one up. Bagidi is on the floor, though. Bagidi drives the lane. Blocked.
But what have I been saying, right? So he's going against the trees, and that's the problem.
You can't get overzealous here if you're Goffstown. You can't try and jump all these passes and be a hero here. Just do what you've been doing all game. Put the ball in the bottom of the basket.
But they are also they're
inside there. Jack Kelly, feed to Uzi.
Foul.
Uzi, that's got to be a foul.
That's a foul every day of the week.
That's got to be a foul.
Oh my God! That means they're not calling anybody.
Oh, that's an interesting pass there. That's a
jump ball.
Okay.
It's a jump ball, and that'll be Winnacunnet's ball. But you're right. It was astonishing that they didn't call anything on that one. Goffstown will be in the double bonus on the next foul by Winnacunnet. So I think you want to exploit that. You want to get the ball down to Kelly or Blondeau and try to draw a foul. So that'll put Goffstown in the bonus. They've had 7 fouls. So Uzi with the foul, and that'll put Winnacunnet on the line shooting the 1-and-1.
No, it won't.
It should.
Nope. That's 6.
Oh, that's right. We had one more to give.
Yep.
That's right. We couldn't do it.
I don't like that height mismatch there on Uzi and his man. You get him break to the paint there, and it's game over.
You got 3 right there.
3 ball, short, no good. Rebound.
But how did
loose on the floor? Gidi fighting for it. That's got to be a jump ball. Do not. Okay.
Jump ball. That'd be Goffstown.
Goffstown's. This is a good game, Scott.
Oh, it's a great game, and I think it's one thing that I like about this game is that they're both playing super hard. But you look at the sportsmanship on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
It's very nice to see.
Hasn't been too much sloppy
right. It's
fouls.
not chippy. You know.
Yeah. It's been physical,
but not
chippy.
chippy. Right. There you go.
Jack Kelly. They're going to draw the charge.
I don't know if we can. I don't know if you're.
I mean, I could probably get the tail end of it, Scott, here. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm sorry. I'm a little too reactionary here on the calls and trying to get the actual play in as a replay. So
we got
I
2.5 to
apologize.
play. Goffstown trails by 2. Tough battle here. And Winnacunnet, this is only their second or third lead of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, but all at the right times. And so Winnacunnet's very satisfied just to keep.
Spin move.
That was
That's
beautiful.
Good. That's good. That's good stuff right
That
there.
was very good.
Goffstown's got to get a ball in the bottom of the basket here.
But again, you haven't given the ball to Blondo really a whole lot.
Oh, sorry. Blondo 3.
Is
No
that
good?
But is that the shot you want to?
No.
I don't know. I mean,
don't call that a foul. They don't call that a foul. So
yeah.
Now they call it a foul.
Now it's a 1-and-1, and that's a smart move. I think you got to see what they can do in the free throw line.
I'm not sure about that one, Scott.
That's a foul. I mean.
No, I'm not sure about fouling there.
With a minute 48 with only down 4?
Down 4,
yeah. Goffstown in this overtime just hasn't executed their offense.
They haven't put a point on the board. That's the thing. Sindoni will come in here for Empoyo.
And the other thing is that Winnacunnet, which they did in the fourth quarter and they're doing now in overtime, is that they're aggressive on the loose balls.
Yeah.
And they're making their free throws. So
that's 5 now, the lead for Winnacunnet. Whole lot of ball game left, Scott.
Andrea Tola sinks at the first end of the 1-and-1, and he puts down both. So that's really a 6-point lead now.
So Cowett should be screaming from the sideline, no more of that.
And he calls a timeout. And
drawing up something on offense here.
Yeah. One thing I don't like is the heads are down on the Goffstown side. I think you're still in this game. It's not like it's 38 seconds down by 6.
And it's not like this game is happening tomorrow and you are in overtime with Memorial.
Yeah.
This is a team that's going to be competitive with you.
Yeah.
And they came out of the half fired up. So you can't get too upset about it.
Well, I also think that in terms of it's psychologically it's tough knowing that you're up by a couple of points. You went to the free throw line. You had a chance to kind of ice this game a bit or just to make it more comfortable, and you couldn't execute there.
Yeah.
So for some, that's a tough one, to say, okay, man, we had this game and then we let it slip away. And now the momentum is definitely on the Warriors side. But again, you've got a lot of time left on this clock, and the way that the officials are calling the game, they're letting a lot of stuff go. So, creating turnovers is definitely, a possibility no matter who you are, but you got to execute. And you got to run your offense, and you don't have a whole lot of time. So, let's see what they can do. That's a foul.
I think that one was clean, to be honest.
Yeah.
That probably could have been a foul. Bagidi outside. That one sinks.
Sindoni
puts up a good shot there.
And that's a foul. So they're going to play the 1-and-1 game now.
Yeah, say make it. Do it. Let's make it then.
Well, you can do it because that's like their 8th, I think. Their 8th team foul. We can't see, but I think it's their 8th.
Yeah.
Well, the other one put him in the bonus, right?
Yeah.
When
Yep, that would be 8.
Andrea Tola went on the line. And they're making them. So that's the difference. So the difference right now is that Winnacunnet, and that was Shockey making a free throw. The difference is that they're making the free throws. Goffstown has it.
Yeah,
and
they're 100% from the line, Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, that number.
So it's a 5-point lead. Either you're going to make threes or. And Robbie turns it over, and now that's a good foul. If you're.
That's one to give.
Yep.
You got that one to give.
You have to, but I'm not sure what happened on that one. Robbie went in, drove the lane, and
stumbled.
Yep.
He stumbled. And again, you can't get too upset about this one.
No, well, here's the thing: is that the point guard has to dribble penetrate to create something. But maybe Robbie maybe a dribble penetrate and try to dish next time down. And
Oh, that one almost bounces back
okay,
in.
you still got time. Whoa, 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 whoa! What happened?
That was a little too
gosh.
feisty there.
See, these are the mistakes you can't make.
So,
So that was it. I hate to say it, but that was a critical play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you turn the ball over right there, and you're down by 5. Maybe you get 2 back, and now you're putting them on the line.
Two times.
Yeah.
Double bonus. You know what? I'd go to say here, Scott. You flip a coin to determine the winner 10 times. This is one of the times that it lands on the side, and it's just a toss.
No, I think on this one, we'll see what happens. It's a 7-point lead now. It's game over now, and that's a 2-pointer.
That's an intentional.
Yep. So that's it. So game will be over for Goffstown, and they'll shoot 2.
So
and then they're going to get possession. So
yeah,
a valiant effort, I think, by number 3, Jack Kelly, who's played a whale of a game. But Goffstown's going to come up short tonight.
Yeah, this is like Scott. This is one of those games that's almost always going to be a toss-up between these two teams.
Yeah,
it's a 50-50 shot between the two, and looks like Winnacunnet just came away with it late.
Yeah, and I think the end score of this game, which for all we know, it could end up double digits when all said and done. He's gonna shoot 2, and then they're gonna get possession.
Yeah. It will not be reflective.
Right, of how close the game was, but
yeah. Well, I mean, Goffstown, did they put up 2 points in overtime?
Sindoni's 3. That's
three.
it.
3.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's a miss. So
that's a bad time for Goffstown for the
you
Warriors
gotta keep
to miss a free throw.
Yeah, but you got to also keep in mind too. You're down by 5. You get a defensive rebound. You turn the ball right over with minute 10 to go. You just can't make those mistakes.
Oh, Sindoni almost got his hand on that one.
And go back to the free throw line.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
a lot more points than you were hoping, probably.
Yeah, well, but here's the other thing is, if you're going to now come back 8 down 8, Winnacunnet's going to have to miss a ton of free throws. And Goffstown's going to have to score 3s to get back in.
Or you're going to have to force a bunch of turnovers, which just really hasn't happened in the past 14, 15 minutes.
And Winnacunnet's been pretty good on the line tonight. And they make that one.
Yeah, you can say that one again, Scott.
Yeah. So now comes in number 2 for Goffstown Bonacorsi. But you got to give the Warriors a ton of credit. I mean, they battled and battled and battled, and and towards the end of the game, I think they were a little bit hungrier in terms of loose ball action. They won the loose balls. And they won the offensive glass. They won the rebounding, I think, towards the end of this game as well. So you got to give them just a ton of credit. And that's a miss. But again, you got to hurry up, bring the ball up, and I guess they conceded this game, but you can hit some 3s, boys.
Strickland, he's got a 3 in this one. Back out there, mid-range. Will Sasso, no good.
And yeah, so he's
Malley puts up a 3.
He's kind of
short.
He's conceded this game.
Yeah.
Down by 9, and that'll do it. No fouls here, and
you just kind of say, all right.
So that'll do it. I think they'll win by 9 points.
Unless they go unsportsmanlike.
No, they're not going to do that. This team is they've been well coached. They've been very sportsmanlike. I think the whole game.
It looked like Cowett and Coach McKenna.
They know each other.
They know each other.
And,
they were laughing before the game.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of a chat with them. So
right, but both teams played very physical, but they played just a really good game. So that'll do it. So the Winnacunnet Warriors will prevail over the Goffstown Grizzlies, 54-45. In overtime.
Looking at this one, Scott, you can't tell these boys. You can't tell these boys you should probably be hanging your head over this one. It was a hard-fought game, and on top of all of that, this is just the second loss for this program this season.
Yeah, no, and I don't think you can hang your hat. I think you do. Your takeaways from this game, I think, were that a lot of guys contributed defensively. They played super well, and really, it was just a little bit of a letdown on the defensive side of the ball towards the end, especially with loose balls and ball control in a way. So with that, we're going to call it a day. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow night when the Grizzlies take on the Crusaders of Memorial High School. And Broden, I'll leave it with you for.
Yeah, stay hydrated, folks, and thanks for tuning in.
All right, take care, folks. Bye-bye.